Greetings! So today I had an appointment with my oncologist. Yeah, hey, my favorite color, and it matched my leggings. But everything looks good there as far as the physical exam. Everything looks good. Labs are starting to improve, so it seems I'm doing well with the new medicines are doing better. Still have some side effects, but not as many. And my labs are starting to improve, and my liver enzymes are starting to improve. So that was really good news. And then after oncology, I had to go to cardiology. So this happened. I've been having chest pains, which of course I have ventricular tachycardia, V-Tach, and I had 12 procedures and 2 surgeries in 2017 over 5.5 months, and they pulled the last surgery October 2017. I was supposed to have a loop recording device implanted, and they pulled that. So they said they just needed to monitor my heart and the shape of my heart to see if at what point I would be ready for that surgery. So I've got literally butterflies fluttering around in my chest, and that's palpitations. It can be V-Tach related, it can be stress related with COVID, anything, but I'm working from home. I'm self-isolating so much that I really don't feel stressed out. I am working from home, but I just don't feel stressed out. So anyway, so they've put me on a heart monitor for 2 weeks, and for my family who may not be familiar with heart monitors and stuff and everything, going home with them and everything. So here's the thing. It's MCOT, it's by BioTel Heart. This is the device, and there's 3 boxes inside the big box. And so box 1 is the getting started box, and there's a cell phone that connects to the monitor that reads all of your heart activity and stuff. And these are the instructions for the first box, which the technician at the hospital set me up. So the first box I've already taken care of until it's time to change the patch. But so box 1 gives you the scrub pad for prepping the site for the patches, and then the sensor, which is the heart monitor, and then the cell phone. And then box 2 is the monitoring equipment. And so box 2 gives you patches that you have to replace on your chest. So this is actually the patch that holds that sensor. So anyway, so you've got all these kit patches and stuff, and you have a template that you hang around your neck that shows you where to place the new patch so that it gets placed properly. And then you go into box 3. Box 3 is the alternative use lead wire monitor. For those who can't do well with this, I have real sensitive skin. I react to anything and everything. Y'all remember back in 2017, my final monitor had the leads with the little hypoallergenic paper patches, but I had an allergic reaction to the nickel button leads. And remember, I got those big baseball-sized blisters all over my chest that were oozing, and the patches wouldn't stay on. Ended up at the emergency room. The ER doctor had to contact cardiology to get permission to terminate the monitor. I just realized I've got my check-in tag on from the hospital. So what that does is, if I react to this, I can move into the hypoallergenic kit. The hypoallergenic kit is the leads with the little buttons, and the sensor would lock into here, and then they give you hypoallergenic patches, which they didn't work for me last time. So that's box 3. This is the charging system. So you have the one cord plugs into your phone, which is your monitor, and you have to plug in near your bed because every night before bedtime you have to pop this sensor off and you have to insert it in this, and then when it's plugged into the wall, it's charging the sensor and it's also charging the phone. So that's that. And I might be unplugged from the monitor for 60 to 90 minutes depending on how long it takes for the sensor to recharge, because it's in the charger, not on my chest. So this is the thing with the phone. See that? See the green and the blue? The green S is sensor and the blue M is monitor. So what that does is right now it says it's just working. Well, when the green sensor gets down to about 50%, they said you have to remove the sensor and you have to put it into the charging device. So then it's not monitoring your heart. And every night you plug the phone in, which is your monitor, you plug in and charge it. And if you have an episode, you touch right there, touch to record episode, and that's when I'm aware that something is happening. Like if I get that sharp pain in my chest, I can touch that and I can tell them what the symptom was and I can send it and they read the monitor right then. If I have the little butterflies fluttering around, I asked the technician when she was showing me it, I said, "Where's the word butterfly so I know how to send the message I've got the butterfly flapping around inside my chest?" And she said, "Sweetie, that's the palpitations." So I tapped palpitations. And she said that the palpitations could be my V-Tach, it could be stress, or it could just be whatever. And so we are going to pray, just like my sister said, we are going to pray that maybe this is just an isolated incident, even though it's been going on now for about 2 or 3 months. I just didn't want to go to the cardiologist right away because I know I have to go annually for my checkups anyway. And I know that surgery with that implant is pending, so I just didn't want to go. But anyway, so maybe it's just isolated. They just have to find out. So I'm going to do this for 2 weeks, and then I have to mail the entire kit back to the company. They do the report and they send it to the cardiologist, and then October 23rd, I will go back to the hospital and do a nuclear stress test, and they will be able to give me the results from the heart monitor, and they will be able to give me the results from the nuclear stress test to tell me if at that point, if they think I need to go into surgery. The surgery for the loop recording device is not a major surgery. It's just basically implanting a monitor inside your chest so that instead of externally, it's internally. It's about the size of a flash drive. It goes right under your collarbone. It sits right there. I had surgery on my neck last year, and I think it would probably be a scar about the equivalent of this, but it would be sitting under my collarbone. So that's where I am right now. And this evening I might give an update because I have to charge, do the sensor and all that stuff. Now the patches I don't have to change but like every 3 or 4 days because they're waterproof. And this sensor, they said when you're changing the sensor, the patches, you have to press on the sensor really hard. Click! You hear it crack, and when it cracks, that tells you it's locked into place. And the technician said that cracking sound is actually letting you know you've established a waterproof connection that allows you to get in the tub in the shower. The old monitors, I had to unplug everything and put on the vanity counter while I was bathing. So this time around, I can keep everything on. So yay! And another plus, I'm working from home this time because this, you cannot be, but you have to be within 15 to 30 feet of this phone the whole time you're hooked up to this monitor, or this will go off with a loud alarm letting you know that it can't read your monitor because you're too far away from the monitor and the sensor. So luckily for me, I'm working from home, so I don't have to worry about keeping up with my phone and walking out of my office to go see somebody and, oh, the alarm's going off because I forgot my phone. But the interesting thing is, I have this phone for the monitor. I have my personal cell phone. I have my DSS iPhone for working from home to connect the Chromebook to a hotspot. And I still have a home phone landline. So I have 4 phones. Luckily, this will not ring because this is not calling. If there's anything going on, the company will call me on my personal phone. So 4 phones to keep up with during the next 2 weeks. So if I don't answer the phone right away, you'll know I'm probably just confused because I have so many to reach for and try to figure out what's calling, what's ringing, or whatever. But anyway, so that's the latest with me. I hope y'all have a great day and an awesome weekend. Bye!